Today on Twin J Racing, we work on my daughter's car. We got to pull the steering column out and replace the steering position sensor down inside of there. So follow along as we try to tackle this project. Welcome back to Twin J Racing, everyone. Today we're going to work on my daughter's car. We're going to get the steering sensor out of there, like I previously stated, and we're going to try to figure it out. I spent some time looking around on YouTube and a few other places. Didn't find any really good videos on it. Talked to a couple of my friends that are GM mechanics and got an idea of what we're going to do. We're going to get the column out first and probably get it over there on that bench we can't see, or my welding table we can't see right now. But we're going to get that out and figure this out. But follow along as we do it, because like I said, I've looked at some videos or tried to look for videos and nothing really shows taking it out. So I'm going to try to show, maybe not quite step by step, but we're going to try to show a lot of what has to happen to make this come out. So that's what we're going to work on right now. We're going to start getting that apart. I'm going to take a look, see what tools we need, and we're going to get this done, or at least try to. We'll see. Yeah, we never know what's going to happen on this channel.
Put it in red and hit.
Yep.
Or you're videotaping, aren't you?
Yep.
Left.
Yep.
Right.
Right. Steering shaft goes into the red when I go to the left. I'm just putting that on there so when I send it to him. Okay. How does this even come apart? That's a cigarette. I don't know. I've never pulled the lower dash on this thing. Oh, I'm assuming this pops out. I did go get some of the proper tools to pry her stuff apart, rather than using my knife, which is just my go-to because it's in my pocket. Are these... Those are 7s. These 8s are 7s. Those are 7s. Let me go get a 7mm. Really not much to see right now. I'm trying to figure out where all the stuff is that holds this together. It seems like there's something back here kind of holding everything together. Oh, there is. There's a clip back there. There's a clip. She tells me there's probably another one somewhere. No? Oh yeah, there was back there. Oh, okay. And then there's that. Okay, that's apart. Now, let's see here. That's loose, that's loose. Does this just snap together? Yep. Yep, I'm being paged. Okay, back to what we were tearing up. I gotta figure out how the rest of this dash comes apart. We got the upper portion here. That pops off. I'm not quite sure what we got to do here to get all of this apart. Oh, that pops off. They like these metal clips for everything nowadays. I hate them because I think you're going to break something before you get it apart, but it does make quick work of some of this stuff. I did put that in the way. On a completely unrelated note, this is what we're going after. More on that later. But, oh, I hate cars. I don't get into them too well. But from what it looks like, we need to pop this up. Let me get a pry bar. See if this pops up. Jessica, you need to clean your car. It's a little disgusting here. Quit spilling all your Starbies. Okay. Does that not pop off? This is loose to there. So are there screws? Huh. I know the radio don't pop out. Let's just see. Is there something? I guess we should quit trying to tighten it. Just maybe. That might work a little better. Let's try to shut this off. Sorry, guys. Is there more screws? Thinking there's got to be, but hopefully that's popped out enough. Let's take that screw out. My pry bars. No? So these have got a clip. See? That's what I thought. So this one's got a clip too. Let's go ahead and take this all the way up so we can shut the car off. Too much crap on these cars. There we go. So this pops off too then. Okay. So now we just have to figure out how to take that apart. Got 2 screws out of there. There we go. And then this comes like that. Ah, okay. There's way too much crap in the way on this. Oh, gotta take the OBD2 out. Okay. There's that. And then that just like, there we go. And that's how you take the dash apart. Is it a really good explanation? No, but we're gonna go over it. All right, let's see here. You gotta unclip this lower piece, pop it up, pop the top trim, which is, I did it out of order. We should have popped the pop trim and then the center trim. And then you can pop the rest of the dash out of the way. Disconnect your lights and pop the rest of the dash out of the way. Pop your OBD2. So now we need to get this metal plate out of the way. Okay, with all of that finally removed, you can see the steering column down here. This is what we're going after. We gotta get this out. This whole thing comes out and then we're going to tear it apart. I don't think this is going to work. No, you're still too high, but this is the main goal of this whole project, is to get this out. Get that all disconnected and get all of this out. That's kind of the plan right here is get all of this out, all of the electronics. And I believe that sensor is down inside of here. So we have to get to that. I'm not quite sure what all has to come apart to get to that, but that's where we got to get to. I don't know what's going to be best for you guys to see. We pushed the red latch out and then push the tab down, slide that out. It's a little tab here you pull up on using this pry bar. Pop this out. This one here has a side push and you pop it out. This one here has a tab down here, pop it out. And the same with this, has got a tab on the side. And you get all that loose so it can just go to the side. Oh! I noticed they had talked about a giant snap ring, and that's a giant snap ring right there, which is what I bought the pliers for. So we got to get that popped out, and then I think that whole piece will slide out, and then the sensor's right there. At least that's the thought process anyways. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. For safety reasons, because I'm going to go mess with the airbag. Oh, that's not really all that tight. Hang on. Let me set you up here. Drop you down, drop you like it's hot or something, I don't know. Does it get you to where, yeah, we're loosening the battery, which really wasn't all that tight anyways. Oh, there's an exhaust leak over there. Let me go get a screwdriver. But I want to take this off before I mess with the airbag, because I don't want the airbag to blow up in my face. That would be a big 10 no. That doesn't look like any fun. I've never had it happen, but I'm not going to start today. Come on, there we go. All right, so we got that loose now. Alright, I know you guys want to be in the action, but I don't want this falling on your head. Bolts out. All right. Oh. Well, now all we have to do is get that rear steering knuckle to come loose. Well, that saves me from going and getting a puller tomorrow. All right. Now, we have the whole column apart. Wow. I didn't know that just slid out like that. Sweetie sweet. Hell, I didn't have to pull the airbag. Lack of knowledge. So, for future reference, you don't have to pull the airbag. So these are some big pliers I bought off of Amazon for this one snap ring, because I heard this is a pretty healthy snap ring and I didn't want to deal with it. Trying to fight it with regular pliers. There we go. Set this over here out of the way. Slide this cover off. And hey, look, there's our sensor. There's our tampon. That's literally what they call that, a tampon gasket. And this slides out, I'm assuming, or comes out, okay. Let me go get a pair of there we go. Take the tampon out. That's literally what they call this. It's a tampon gasket. And then the most important thing when you put this back together is to make sure that the dots are lined up, and that thing there keeps it in place. I'm not quite sure. It says this is the alignment tool, which, okay, so that keys onto there and that keys onto there, which holds that all in place. Per the tool, it's correct. Put that in. Goes on the far side there. That's all good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'm still mad that I didn't have to take half the stuff apart that I did to get this done. But I didn't know. You live, you learn, you get mad or something. It pays, I don't know. If you don't get that joke, you're not old enough. Put some tampon on it. If you guys think I'm joking, I'm not. Look it up. That's literally what they call it. It's supposed to keep all the grease and stuff from coming down here and getting into that. Let's go ahead and just get this done. And that way I ain't never got to worry about that. Or I don't have to worry about this in the morning. There we go. And snap rings in. That's good to go. Feels like deja vu again, doesn't it? Those were bolts, weren't they? Okay. Well, we're back at this, trying to get it done. See what we can do here. We got to get... There's that cross bolt. Gotta get my head down here to see. This nut has to go in there, where the bolt is technically currently. All right. Let's try this. There's a long bolt that goes from there all the way across and into there. And what we're fighting with is trying to get this up in there and then push that bolt into it. That's what we're trying to do, because that's a captured nut at that point in time. Just like that. And then we got the ratcheting wrench here. And I'm not sure what all you guys are seeing to put this back up in place here. I don't necessarily want to tighten it all the way, but let's get a good start on it. Got a good start on it. And then these, ouch, plug in over here. We have two plug-ins. We have this one and then this one. And then the other one you saw is the sensor. Alright. Oh, see? I never took the sensor in. Thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Latch, latch, latch. Alright. Now, for my next trick. Alright. That slid together. And as you can see, the wheel is fairly straight. Haven't turned anything yet. Haven't messed with anything yet. Still mad I pulled the airbag, finding out that I didn't have to. But we're going to get back underneath here. We got to put some bolts in there to hold that in place. And then we're going to work on getting everything else put back together. I got grease on my hands from dealing with that damn steering column. We're going to leave you guys back down there. Set that right there. Let me go get a rag. Oh! Our next step will be put everything else back together. Oh. And which is just the inverse of what we took it apart. So, but first off, we got to put this whole harness back on. And then start dealing with all the plastics. I know, my head's in your way. Click. This one here is the airbag one, which I mean literally doesn't go to anything right this second, but it will. Because well, there's no airbag in it right now. Click. Then the rest of the harness up here, the rest of the cock spring harness, and then all the turn signal stuff. All right, that's done. Oh no. Well, the GoPro died, so we got it all finished up. It's all back together. It's now on the lift. We're going to do an oil change real quick before we give it back to her. We got it all done. I drove it around the block. It seems to be good. We're going to take it over, and my buddy's going to calibrate it real quick just to be sure everything's right, but it's working good. So, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Facebook page, Twin J Racing. Check out Copper Cutlass's page, or YouTube channel. Check out my brother's YouTube channel, Geared by Crew W, I think is what he's going by. I'll try to link them in the description. No promises. I'll try. But we knocked this out. Got it going good. Learned a lot of stuff along the way. If I do another one, it'll take me a lot less time. I also won't mess around with an airbag trying to get it out, being that didn't have to be done. My fault. I watched some YouTube videos, and there's not any real good ones on how to do it on this car. But we got it done. That's the important thing. We got it done. And she's going to be happy to have her car back, and I'll be happy to have the dually back. Not that we need it right this second, but my truck's fixed. So anyways, that's where we're going to leave it. We'll catch you guys in the next one.